sometimes you wake up and it's a Monday, and you don't want it to be a Monday, and then progressively during the course of the day, everything goes wrong.
Everything's a Monday right now, Mike. Like, the the sheer embodiment of Monday is happening this Monday. The schedule's lined up. Why are we chopping down trees outside my fucking house right now?
And I mean, it is important to note it's like 9 a.m. where you are.
It's 10:30 in the morning, which
Yeah.
I guess is a normal human time, but it's right there. It's right there. Don't you know that some people have to talk to a bunch of nerds about Judge Dredd? Why
And
would you do this?
it's notable, Earthlets, that Chloe has a 12-hour flight tomorrow. Um,
I haven't packed yet, by the way. That's what this is. For those who can't see, my office is in absolute disarray, more so than usual.
I've got all the thought bubble stuff to do, and we were going to welcome a guest on this episode, and unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond their control, they've not been able to join us. So um, uh, uh, things are fraught on this shorter edition of In Orbit every Wednesday.
Can you
Wouldn't
hear
you say? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can hear it.
that? Loud and clear, right?
Yeah.
I, I'm going insane right now. I've I've basically for various personal reasons, I have not gotten more than like 3 hours of sleep for the past couple of days. And I'm convinced that I can feel the chainsaw going through my heart. This is and I'm so glad that I get to sit on a plane for 12 hours. I go crazy going from one end of the US to the other,
Mm.
which is maybe like a 5 or 6 hour flight, like continual. So I'm going to show up. I'm gonna land at Heathrow just frothing like a rabid squirrel.
I mean, it's fair to say that this will be a shorter episode of the podcast than usual, and it will also be possibly the most manic episode on the basis that I very much doubt we're even going to make it to talking about 2000 AD. Never mind talking about this week's prog. Um,
Sorry.
Get 2000 AD now. Get.
Borag Thung, Earthlets, and welcome to In Orbit every Wednesday. I am your host, Molchar, and certainly in body, if not in spirit, this is your other host, Chloe. And it's this is going to be a chaos one. We apologize in advance. You know what? So, like I said, sometimes Monday just conspires. I
Yeah,
don't want to sound like fucking Garfield, but Mondays.
hard Mondays. Do you like lasagna, Mike?
I do, and sleeping.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
Posted. Now it's not Lanky and the Gremlin anymore. It's Gremlin and the cartoon cat. So, I'm already so here's my concern about coming to the UK. The
Mm.
last time I was there, I could not find smoky bacon crisps anywhere.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, it was a problem. The only place that I found it after, like, speaking of cartoon animals, after slinking back through Heathrow like Snoopy and Charlie Brown just "Na, na, 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 na," and, like, because I couldn't find them, the only place I found them was at Heathrow Airport. Um,
For exactly people like you.
yeah, I'm the problem. Uh, and I'm bringing an extra large suitcase because even though I'm only going to be over there a week, all I'm doing is packing clothes and making sure there's enough room for me to just smuggle back Monster Munch smoky bacon crisp, Boost bars, and double deckers. That's all I want is just like
How are these like all of a sudden, you know, really important? Surely you have crisps and chocolate bars in America.
yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the s it's you know it's not the same because I've heard you bitch about
No,
American
no,
chocolate.
no. I haven't bitched. I have merely described its lacking
It is lacking.
in taste, consistency, and philosophical reason to exist.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is all correct,
Mhm.
and also, it actually tastes like smoky bacon, the which is really where my heart lies. I'm like, "You're telling me that I don't." You know what else? I'm sorry, this has become a food podcast. I'm like, I'm excited because lean bacon exists there. I don't like fat, a lot of fat on
Right.
meat. I
Uh-huh.
don't like fatty bacon. So, I like, going over there and going to the grocery shop and being like, "There's bacon with no fat on it."
But because American bacon is those
It's
like
streaky, yeah, it's streaky bacon.
streaky strips which
Yeah,
they over fry into oblivion. Um, before this does descend into
I'm
just an
sorry.
absolute bitch fest, I will say something, and I'm sure I'm going to get some engagement on this from our listenership. Perhaps actually this should be the theme of the episode. Free gifts on the front of comics need to make a comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Not the plastic shit the that you basically give to a kid to shut them up for half an hour and then it ends up in the bin
Mhm.
within a week, or you end up stepping on it, as I have done in the past. But like, do you know what a Freddo bar is?
No, sure
Okay,
don't.
so not only is it a delicious little chocolate bar, and there's like a little frog on the front because
Adorable.
Freddo frogs. It is also an indicator of inflationary pressure. So for some reason, and bear in mind, I hate these weird names we have for generations, which always seem to like. It doesn't matter who you ask; it seems to be a different age range. So I'm either depending on who you're talking to, Generation X, a millennial, or an Xennial to kind of fit into because I was born in 1978.
Well, then you're Gen X.
I mean, you'd think that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But I see that describes me as and anyway, so I hate all that kind of wow, millennials are the worst. Um, but the
I hate
that's
those old-time radio hosts.
that's what boomers sound like basically. Um, but it's a chocolate bar that you kind of go well. It was in 1995, it was 5p or 10p or whatever, and now it's 90p. Which, and if you
Unfathomable.
compare that inflationary rise to like wages, the inflationary rise of goods is outstripping people's ability to pay for them. So you end up in a tight spot because nobody can afford to spend it. And the perfect example is a Freddo, and it appears to be this universal thing. But I will be petitioning Tharg um, to return to the free the free confectionery on the front of a comic. I mean, some of this, well, none of this is going to make any sense to you. Freddos, Chewits, which are the greatest British sweet ever. Um, and I mean, you've already mentioned them, Monster Munch, or indeed, actually, 2000 AD connection, Space Raiders, which
Ah,
featured
what?
a pack. They're quite similar to Monster, like a maze-based kind of puffy snack. Um, they featured Brett Ewing's artwork.
Shut up, seriously?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's amazing, and you look at it and you go, "Of course, it's Brett Ewins." Like, just the inking
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's got these neon colors and everything. Um, and they were, like, perfect crisps when you were a kid. So, and then you kind of start going into the 90s, and 2000 AD starts to, well, it the 90s were a difficult period for 2000 AD for lots of reasons, but one of them was that free gifts were a really easy way to bring in, or at least were a really easy way to bring in new readers, or encourage sales. Um, and so you end up getting things like a branded pencil,
Okay,
um, trading cards
love
were a
it.
big thing. But my absolute favorite, because it was, no offense to the editors at the time, I know how hard it is to do this kind of stuff. A small jigsaw,
Like a tiny
like
little
it was about that big, and it was on the front of the Judge Dredd magazine in the 90s, and I have a lot of affection for it because it's just you have to balance, can we afford to make this thing
mhm,
in bulk and attach it to the front of our comic cheaply enough that it doesn't completely destroy whatever extra sales we make
sure.
from the gift. But yeah, just this tiny little Judge Dredd jigsaw, which I think I still have somewhere,
Oh my
to be
god,
honest
I wanna
with you.
see that. You're gonna have to dig that out so that I can see it.
I will. And I asked my dad if it's in the house somewhere. Um, but yeah, free gift,
Free gifts.
but like confectionery. Because are free gifts, were they ever a thing on the front of American comics?
Oh, yeah, they existed.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
weren't that cool, and I don't somebody's gonna have to correct me on this because I know that we do have some American listeners as well. I don't think
Mm.
American comics ever did, like, food items, like
Mm.
confectionery items, as far as I'm aware. But again, I'm a millennial. What do I know? So but in that same vein, and I want to petition this to Tharg, bring back ads for dumb shit. Do you remember I can't even remember what it was that I was reading the other day. It was a comic from, like, the early '90s, um, and it was just, like, really, like, well printed, like, shitty DIY shirts
Mhm.
that, but also, sea monkeys? Who's not did you guys do sea monkeys in
Oh,
your
did we do sea monkeys?
did
I
we
mean,
did we
it was
do
an
sea monkeys?
apocalypse
It was
of
an
sea monkeys.
epidemic.
Yeah.
It was an invade like, I I have never outside of being a kid, you don't think about sea monkeys, but you go back and read these old comics from the '70s and '80s, and they're like, "Do you wanna buy some sea monkeys? You can get some for $3. Send it here." And we'll just they'll it feels like a magic trick that only existed in particular corner of comics. Because 'cause I'm just like, "You're telling me that I get to read this awesome comic right here, and then for $3 that I can send away to a magical place, and you're just gonna s I get to read this comic and you're just gonna send sea monkeys to my house? Let's do that more. Let's
We
like, I think magazines in general should just bring back, like, some tiny little warehouse that exists somewhere in the middle of butt fuck nowhere that just churns out sea monkeys to send to whatever sad sap is reading a magazine or a comic.
Oh, man. Um, so the theme of this talk has kind
Is
of evolved organically.
I'm really sorry.
So it's not like we've researched this. It's just that we've just decided to start talking about it. But of course, there is an entire website chronicling all the free gifts available from British comics over the years.
Oh my god, that's so far up my alley that it's basically up my butthole. Can you please send me that link? I want to see it.
Jesus Christ. Um, yes, I'm going to email it to you. As that's no, still I keep pasting it into the wrong thing because I'm old. I'm a Gen Z or whatever,
I w
or Gen X, or yes,
oh, I really as soon like, I'm petitioning you that at Thought Bubble after a couple of drinks, I just wanna make a nice little short for us to post on the Instagram or something of me
yeah,
getting you to say Gen Z and Gen Alpha slang.
that's not nice.
Oh,
Um,
You've started talking about generational stuff, and now you've opened a whole can of worms.
sadly. Um, looking at this site, British Comics and Story Paper Index. Thank you very much to whoever's website this is.
Seriously.
Um, it looks fantastic. So, just looking at 2000 AD stuff, um, it's the 1980s. So I don't think it goes beyond that point. But yeah, 2000 AD. We start off, of course, with the daddy of them all, the space spinner
Oh,
that was
yeah.
on the cover of Prog One. It's interesting. There are always two anecdotes that older 2000 AD readers tell us when we're at conventions, or they post about it online when they come across a post from us. Number one is, I went away to university and my mum binned all my copies.
Yep, that's everybody's story who was any kind of comic collector.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The other is, I used the space spinner once and it disappeared onto the roof, or it disappeared into the road, or I think even Jason Kingsley, like of the Kingsley brothers who own Rebellion 2000 AD, even he said that, like, you threw it once and it was just, it hadn't, there was no control, there was too much range, and it just disappeared. So upon virtually every roof that existed in the 1970s, it was probably like a rotting, brittle space spinner. um, you've got the Biotronic stickers from Prog 2, which apparently had glue that you couldn't, like, had proper glue, not like, gum arabic or whatever it is, it wouldn't come off. The Red Alert Survival wallet with Prog 3, which, hang on, am I able to look at these images a bit closer? Yeah, so this is a classic bit of 1970s kind of Cold War duck and cover paranoia. Um, because it lists a whole load of emergency alarms. So air attack, HQ bugged, spy plane, sniper, enemy paratroopers, machine gun nest, saboteurs, tank attack, minefield, helicopter gunship, and then a bunch of tactics that you can look at and go, oh well, this is the tactic for dealing with this thing, which is fantastic. Um, you know about the or the plan in World War II. Like, if the Nazis had actually invaded Britain, there were going to be these cells that would, um, uh, uh, be saboteurs and hold them up and everything. This is very much training children to be anti-Soviet saboteurs. You got a badge with Prog 178. And then you start getting into the branded stuff. So you guys have Panini stickers, don't you? The kind of football stickers that you put in an album,
Yeah, yes, but they're
right?
not, like, a thing,
Right,
if
right.
that makes sense. They are a
Uh,
thing, but they're not a thing.
They were
I
they were absolutely huge in the 80s. And like Prog 212, Buck Rogers Panini sticker album housed in an illustrated PVC sleeve. Um, and again, Prog 2, right. And then we start getting into the confectionery.
okay,
Prog 232, 1981, a small piece of bubbly bubblegum
okay.
in a wrapper, sellotaped to the front cover. Now, the example shown on this website is fantastic, but you can
It's
see
like a weird hoarder history lesson that we're getting right now.
it's funny 'cause you can see where the oil in the bubble gum has seeped out through the wrapper onto the cut and, like, stained the cover, like, just amazing, like,
Just spectacular stuff. I do know I just looked up, um, and it seems like free gifts in general were just like we I am remembering right for once, everybody clap. It seems like the US basically had, like, stuff that you could get for free, but you had to mail in, like, a clip out coupon. You
Oh,
never
yeah,
got
we
anything
had those as
on.
well, yeah.
I do know about the beauty bracelet that you got with Judy.
The beauty bracelet.
There was apparently a Judy beauty bracelet, which I would have gone absolutely ape for when I was a kid. So, you're telling me you can get gum and a bracelet, and I can read a comic. Again, this is just like I'm just like, yeah, it's the childhood concept of abundance.
Yeah. I mean, let's have a look at action.
Oh my god, please, I it has to be, like, military badges and stuff. Train them early.
So, issue 1, the red arrow, I'm not quite sure what that was. Oh, hang on, I can click on it.
God bless everybody who has kept listening to this point. I just looked up at our recording and I'm like, "We have been talking for 20 minutes about absolutely fuck all."
But Mike and Chloe surf the internet. Um, it was like it was like one of those, toy planes on a rubber band where you could pull it back and fire it.
I almost
I
put one
mean,
of my friend's eyes out with
well,
something like that.
I was about to say the sheer number of eyes and facial injuries, that must have caused,
That was the
astronomical.
early Beyblades.
Yeah, then a hook jaw T-shirt. Oh, they were great, like a T-shirt transfer that you'd iron on.
That's so cool. Wait,
We need
what?
to bring that back. We need to bring
No.
that back.
See, I think that that is something that would work. 2000 AD, like, new 2000 AD, just T-shirt transfer?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
god.
Um, and then, the classic, basically, well, we call them cigarette cards because they used to come in packs of cigarettes and you collect them. Like my granddad had framed, um, things on his wall, like collections of cigarette cards he collected when he was younger on the wall. Um,
That card.
and then I think then people realised what action was and stopped wanting to court that demographic. Um, let's. I mean, I don't think they've got. Murray, shut up. Don't think they've got Judge Dredd magazine on there, but yeah, some absolutely cracking. Oh, fan club and membership items, brilliant.
Mike, I feel you know what this episode actually is?
What?
It's, um, this is the Michael Mulcher vulnerability episode where we just get to kick back and watch you, like, unravel your brain and how your everyday line of thinking works.
I mean,
Like, this is everybody getting to see the Mike that I talk to all the time, and and also me just sitting there going, "Oh, stuff." Like,
I mean,
unfortunately, everybody, this is going to be, I mean, thank God, we'll be in a space where we are going to have to be literally more on brand, but this is kind of what you're going to be getting at Thought Bubble, but let's add some loggers, and we're gonna be sitting next to each other instead of parallel on a screen.
yeah, there we go. It's perfect,
Yeah,
perfect. You know, we're
yeah.
gonna do.
This is it,
Yeah, this is
unfortunately,
it.
everybody.
I'm
Normally,
so
we at
sorry.
least have some sense of organization, but mine is scattered all around me.
All of those people who have emailed to say, "I really enjoy the podcast. Keep up the banter. This is your fault. This is
Yeah.
on you. You've
Um,
you've you've made this what it is." I do want to say, we do. So if you subscribe to 2000 AD, you can opt in to the rewards program where basically 3 or 4 times a year you get an email with like a shop web shop voucher, um, access to like an exclusive book cover kind of thing. Um, I wanted originally to do that in the style of like a fan club, like an old school comics fan club. I mean, I just couldn't sustain it. I couldn't justify it. But um, there was the Dennis the Menace fan club, of which I was a proud member when I was a kid. A very famous example. But I love there was a comic, I mean, a very old school comic. This was like 1950s, 1960s, called The School Friend. Um, and they had the School Friend Birthday Club. And look what you got.
I
Like
can't I can't
a
make it out.
like a gorgeous little pin badge
Oh, that's cute.
with the initials of the School Friends Birthday Club.
That's
I should have pushed harder for that.
I I love the idea that you have the wherewithal to put something like this together. I love the idea that you're actually that motivated on the day to day.
I mean, the
I
word
think
motivation and I don't really get on, but, um,
sticker club,
sticker
in
clubs,
orbit s
yeah.
in
Oh,
orbit sticker club. Make it happen.
yeah.
Make it happen. I might try and I'm putting more work on myself. What am I doing? I'm like, no promises, but I might try and print up some in orbit every Wednesday stickers before I leave.
Chloe, you've got less than 24 hours until you fly.
I have, excuse you, sir, I have 26 hours until I leave. So,
I I'm gonna put this image up on the actual, screen when I edit this episode. Whizzer and Chips, which was another childhood favorite. In 28th of February 1970, they did a disguise kit, which is basically like a comedy Groucho Marx, but ginger.
I
Pair
love
of
it.
glasses, false nose, and a massive ginger mustache that you could like pop out of the cardboard and put on your face. The instant disguise kit, incredible,
I
absolutely
want
incredible.
one. I was given, I actually was given somebody's, Dennis the Menace, pin badge kit
Oh,
that had
really?
never been opened,
Right.
and, like, from f 40 years ago, maybe, and has it makes me impossibly happy just to look at. I mean, I don't everybody's gonna get to see this eventually, but I have Dennis the Menace on my arm. See?
Oh, lovely. Oh, and the
I do.
classic as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanna get a little Nasher on the other side. Maybe that's something I'll do when I'm in the UK. I'll get some sort of another ode to British comics. What an embarrassment I am. I'm a walking billboard at this point. This is why you guys are letting me come over there.
Well, we're actually coming up to the half-hour mark. Would you believe?
I mm. This was
Um,
going to be a shorter episode. God
this
bless you
was,
all
this was.
for paying attention
We
this
we
long.
have spat in the face of Monday,
Yeah.
and let's be brutally honest, pulled an episode out of our asses. But I've enjoyed this an awful lot,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
am absolutely going to. You know what, Earthlets? If you have an idea for a free gift that you would love to see on the front of 2008, within reason, like no
Be
like full
reasonable.
replica Judge Dredd badges, tell us in the comments. Thrillmail at Thrillcast. Why do I keep doing that? Thrillcast at 2000ad.com. Thrillcast, all one word, at 2000ad.com. Send us your suggestions for free gifts that we should put on the cover of 2000ad. And I will pass those along to Tharg, and he will do that thing with his face
Yeah.
where he doesn't want to say what he thinks. But I do want to say a big thank you to the people behind the British Comics and Story Paper Index website. I think there's also a Vintage British Comics and Annuals Facebook group. But yeah, thank you for that little trip down memory lane for me. I know yeah. They used to do like iron brew bars. It's just like pure sugar.
Wait,
With
no, hold up.
what?
You missed me in the first part. You brought me back. Iron Brew bars?
Yeah, 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 like
What?
candy bars,
Yeah,
and
that sounds absolutely unholy. I mean,
oh,
I like
what
Iron Brew, but
they were like, either if the temperature was above a certain point, they would just goo, but below a certain point, they would just like they were brittle like glass.
Oh,
Um,
perfect.
and they were fantastic. I mean, just amphetamines for kids. Let's be brutally honest for you.
Come to
With
America, we have we have amphetamines for kids.
um, I'm going to draw this to a close now
Thank God.
because we've occupied people's time for far too long. Um, I hope you have a safe flight.
Thank you, I'm coming to reclaim things for the colonies.
We will be at Thought Bubble this weekend, Earthlets. Do come and say hello if you see us. I shall be the very tall gentleman in this t-shirt and, you know, being followed around and shouted at by what appears to be a small blonde dwarf. Um, but yeah, we'll be doing some interviews. I should think we'll get an episode up on Saturday, actually, just as
Mhm.
like a little bonus from the show floor.
Yeah.
Um,
There's
uh,
going to be lots of little videos, lots of pictures. We're going to hopefully get an episode up,
mhm.
and maybe, just maybe, we're gonna see how it goes, maybe doing that live show that we have mentioned previously, but we're going to see. Everything until I think that until I land in merry old England,
Mm.
and until you manage to not careen off a cliff on your way to Harrogate. We're, um, we're leaving things open.
Leaving
We're
things
leaving
open.
things open.
Mm.
And but it's gonna be so much fun.
Oh God, listeners. Oh
Yeah.
God. Um, but yeah, we shall either see you in 5 days' time, 7 days' time, or never,
Yeah.
depending on what O Fortuna decides to do with us. But in the meantime, thank you for listening to this. Like I said, send us your suggestions for free gifts and your memories of free gifts on comic books
Yes.
from ages past. In the meantime, I've been your host, Mulchar. This has been your host, Chloe. And we shall see you in a matter of days. I shall see you in a matter of days, Chloe. And we shall see our viewers and listeners very,
See
very
you
soon.
see you this weekend.
Splendid Verthwig.
Get 2000 AD now. Get